Welcome to Sonic Bros. Today I will go over fast food restaurant knockoff iceberg. So if you don't know what a knockoff is, it's basically like an unauthorized restaurant product or thing. Say, for example, you get McDonald's, and that's a very popular brand. And you want to open your own Mickey D's type restaurant, but you have Mr. Charlie's too. I'm gonna try to be different. Mr. Charlie's. Mr. Charlie's is basically a parody almost of a Mickey McDonald's. I don't think it's a bootleg, but I still wanted to put it in here. And they have multiple locations across America. And it is basically the vegan version of McDonald's. And then instead of a Big Mac, it's a Big Chuck. And there are multiple of these restaurants, and apparently the food tastes exactly the same, even though there is no a real meat or cheese in it. But overall, this place is well known in the knockoff community, and they even have their own mascot, which are French fries. And instead of Happy Meals, they are Frowny Meals. Burger Queen. Burger Queen refers to a Burger King knockoff. Multiple of these do exist, but I will tell you that it is a double bootleg of an old place from the 1960s and 70s called Burger Queen, which was a burger place around the Midwest back then, and now it's Druthers, I think, restaurant, and now they're and they don't have the Queen Bee anymore. But Burger Queen used to be a chain, but later on people made bootlegs such as these. So it's a double bootleg of a Burger King and a Burger Queen. And if you want to learn more about Burger Queen, Setsuma Streets and Eats has a really cool video about Burger Queen. Five Lads. At first, it may seem like a Five Guys knockoff, but I would tell you it's not. Guess what? It's a ripoff of. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, if you got Nando's, you would be correct. This is a ripoff of the chicken place Nando's. And they also do sell burgers too, but the name is a Five Guys knockoffs, but the food is inspired after Nando's chicken. Dolan burgers. Dolan burgers is an In-N-Out knockoff in Michigan, and their mascot is a cow, and that looks like an In-N-Out burger, but I will tell you it is not. It is Dolan Burgers, but a certain company sued them, In-N-Out Burger, for similar menu items and same employee uniforms, cups, and more. Yeah, they didn't even try for this one. Look at that cup. It looks basically just like the In-N-Out drink cup. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut refers to a Pizza Hut knockoff. And multiple of these do exist, but not many pictures exist of Pizza Hut. So I wanted to include a bonus one, Pizza Hat, which it just makes no sense. Who wants to wear a pizza hat? And also, plus, Pizza Hut makes more sense because a hut is a type of building, but a hat, you can't go walk into a hat unless if you're an ant. Also, Pizza Hut, a Pizza Hut knockoff, but they don't even serve pizza. They sell pizzas, which is pretty interesting. And there are multiple of these Pizza Huts too. Duffin Dagels. The name might make no sense, but it's a ripoff of Dunkin' Donuts. Which their donuts don't look half bad. They actually look pretty nice. And it says something about universe in their slogan, which is kind of funny. And there's multiple of these places too. Donkey Donuts. Once again, another blatant Dunkin' Donuts knockoff. Mario Bros. Mario Bros. Although it may not be a fast food restaurant, but it's a bootleg chain in England, where they use Mario Bros. And friends as their mascots, such as Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, and Toad, which these places don't even try, but there are multiple of them out there, which is weird. And there's also this other place too called Burger Bros. It's kind of weird that they sell burgers and not pizza, but there is a Mario Odyssey mascot costumes, which is weird that they have Cappy on there. Also, Mr. Bros. It is one too. Also, probably in England too, because Nintendo is a very strict company with people using their likenesses. So this is basically illegal that they use Mario as their mascot. And here's some pictures of Burger Bros, which it seems like Mario Wonder, Mario Kart, and Mario Odyssey theme, because there is wedding suit Mario and this very interesting statue, which this place looks pretty cute, but it is unofficial. Burger Friends. Burger Friends refers to a Burger King knockoff restaurant using the Burger King logo, and this is in somewhere like Saudi Arabia or something. Michael alone. Which, why? This makes no sense. Who is Michael, and why is he alone? And here it says Witchell alone, who is Witchell, and why is he alone? Is a Witchell that clown possibly? It's so weird that there's Michael alone and Witchell alone. Maybe they had to change their name because they're being too similar or something, but I don't know. But that clown certainly is something. And this place might be in China or Japan. The Krusty Krab. The Krusty Krab, although may not be a real restaurant, still wanted to go over it because it uses the likeness of SpongeBob and his friends, such as Squidward, Patrick, and Mr. Krabs. Which this place was in Palestine, but it shut down and got changed into Salta Burgers. And this place opened in 2014, 2014, but removed its SpongeBob's likeness in 2016. I'm not sure if it's still open or not. Now it's just a generic restaurant now, but back when it was in operation and in the SpongeBob version of it, it was a really cool sight to see. It sucks that this place shut down, but would you really dine in a place like this, knowing that it's fake? But yeah, I bet my dollar that you've seen this image before, because it's considered a liminal space. Look how good it looks. That actually looks pretty amazing, and they have statues of SpongeBob and friends in there. Dairy Fairy. Dairy Fairy is a Dairy Queen knockoff located in China. But here's something funny though. It's actually located above the real Dairy Queen, which is pretty ironic. And it's surprised that Dairy Queen hasn't shut down this place yet. Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese refers to a Mexican restaurant in Mexico, a ripoff of the Chuck E. Cheese chain. And they had bounce houses, arcade games, much more. Which this place actually lasted from 2006 to 2011. And this place was huge, and it shut down and got sued by CC Entertainment, who made Chuck E. Cheese. But the only difference about this place is that there's no animatronics. Chucky is now a chihuahua, and I'm not a rat. And they changed the name spelling from Chuck E. Cheese to Chuck E. Cheese. With a Y and a Z, which is pretty weird. And that mascot doesn't look that great. And here's another logo. But this place is pretty obscure, and not much is known about this place besides it was in the Vina Plaza Marina in Mexico. Didn't last for too long. Buc-ee's, with a double I. Buc-ee's, a well-known gas station chain in Texas and a couple other states, got its first international knockoff recently. Buc-ee's, which is like a quadrillion times more small than the real Buc-ee's, which is around the size of a Walmart. But it doesn't look like they have any gas pumps. And this place did get sued by the Texas chain, and had to change their mascot to Chip from Chip and Dale. Weird enough, but they changed him a little bit. But this is just really weird, and I don't like this. Ugh, it's actually kind of creepy. Texas Burger, located in the city of Tehran in Iran. Texas Burger, although may not be a knockoff, uses the Burger King logo. And there's their menu. And they changed the logo because I don't know why they did. It's currently unknown. McKebab. McKebab serves burgers, kebabs, and pizza. Which half of the stuff that they have there, McDonald's doesn't even serve. there's the logo, and I believe that this place is in Mexico, but I'm not sure. But yeah, just super bizarre, and the mascot looks like a goofy McDonald's arch with a face on it. Not much is known about this place. Wings Factory, a knockoff of the chain Wingstop, and this place is in the UK, and they have wings, burgers, churros, which is actually kind of cool. Those churros actually sound kind of good because they're like Oreo churros. Actually, that actually sounds kind of good. But not much is known about Wings Factory. Al Donald Fast Food, located in Africa. There it is. Not much to say about this one besides just stupid copycat of the McDonald's restaurant. Not much to say about this one. Dominic's Pizza, based off of the chain Domino's. They have pizza, kebab, burgers, and a southern fried chicken. And once again, Domino's doesn't have most of those things. And also, there's a Domino Pizza and a Pizza Hut, which two pizza places next to each other. That's kind of weird. 6-Eleven. 6-Eleven refers to a 7-Eleven knockoff. Although may not be a fast food place, I've still found it noteworthy to mention that 7 minus 1 equals 6, so they just did that. 6-Eleven. Pretty interesting. Boomis Pizza Fiesta. Boomis Pizza Fiesta refers to a knockoff of Chuck E. Cheese's and Showbiz Pizza Place, which this place didn't last for way too long, except one did. It lasted from around 1986 to 2016, and that is 30 years. That's a long time for a bootleg restaurant. And not much is known about this place, besides they had retrofits of the Chuck E. Cheese's animatronic characters, and those characters are Elote, the dog, which translates to corn in America. The three Mercedes, Tete, Gume Gume, Chito Raton, and Venancio, which his place didn't do too good. But they had a weird looking bootleg Chuck E. Cheese walk around suit. But they actually kept their animatronics actually, and they've since been sold to other places. In-N-Out cheeseburger, a ripoff of the chain from California, In-N-Out burger. But this place got sued by In-N-Out because of its blatant name. They even tried, besides they changed it to N to N, and I'm also from a burger to cheeseburger. They didn't even try. Stars and Bucks Cafe. Stars and Bucks Cafe refers to a Starbucks knockoff, which this is honestly pretty hilarious, being honest. They didn't even try. They just changed it from the mermaid to coffee, and changed coffee to cafe, and a Starbucks to Stars and Bucks, which that makes no sense. 11-7. Just reverse the numbers. Guada Burger, a ripoff of the Texas chain Whataburger, but this time it's in Mexico, and that's honestly pretty funny. And they also have merchandise and hot dogs, which this is just pretty funny, being honest. Hot dog nodes. I think this is in China, Japan. I'm not sure which one, but it's a food truck using the McDonald's logo, but they changed it to Hot Dog Nolds, which that's a ridiculous name already. Yeah, they didn't even try, but it's pretty funny. Fresh way. Once again, in Tehran, a bootleg Subway, but they want, but weirdly enough, they serve pizza, which is really weird, and also burgers too. Pal Chuck E. Cheese's, a Chuck E. Cheese knockoff in Palestine, which this one they didn't even try. See, and there's a flyer for the place, which look, they just use Chuck E. Cheese and friends, and there's free Chuckies. What the heck? But they got shut down by Chuck E. Cheese's. But this place didn't last for way too long. But this place just looks really weird. And they used multiple Chucky logos, which is really weird. And the mascot, he looks so goofy. Look at those little ears and those teeth, and he has a black top hat, which is weird, and instead of the normal purple, yellow, and a green cap. Hot Burger McDonald's. This refers to a McDonald's knockoff, and they sell burgers and hot dogs. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Located in Tehran, they didn't even try. The only thing that they did was change their mascot to a Colonel Sanders lion, which what's up with that? Krusty Burger. Even though it may not be a fast food knockoff, but it is a fictional one based off of Krusty Burger from The Simpsons. They could have done this on accident, and they serve chicken wings, burgers, and pizza. Burger World. Not sure if this is an edit or not, but it's based off of the place from Beavis and Butthead Burger World, which is pretty funny. Roadrunner Restaurant. Roadrunner Restaurant refers to this place that in Mexico that uses a roadrunner as its mascot. Rally Pizza, a restaurant in Mexico that uses a modified version of Chuck E. Cheese, which not much is not about this place, but it's still currently opened actually. This is a Subway knockoff, but this just makes no sense. They were too lazy to put the symbols in order. This is just pretty bad. So anyway, guys, peace out.